We have exactly no viewers. I've got a power truck driving up and down my street checking things out. I hope I'm not going to lose my power here, people. This is Truth Bomb Memes. We're live. I thought I've been live for like the last half hour, but I hadn't even hit the record button. Or maybe I did. I clicked record but not stream. How about that? So I got a 25-minute rehearsal. Where you at, America? You over there? Or you over here? Wherever you at, I'll meet you halfway. This is Truth Bomb Memes. We like to take her slow. We like to take her easy. We like to think about what we're doing, what we're not doing, what other people are doing. I'd like to say a few things, if I may. Let me get serious for a minute. You can't cheat at elections, people. I'm about to unfold a story to you here about some fellas in Michigan. Five fellas and a woman. Not that it matters. Women can cheat at elections too. I'm about to unfold a story that'll make you laugh, but it'll also make you kind of sick. Because the unraveling of democracy will make us all sick. Loss of basic rights will make you sick. And in doing it in the name of racial antipathy is the ultimate sickness. But let me say something to you right up here. This is my confessional. Kind of got a bad cable there. I got to be careful. We got to think about what we're doing to ourselves when we destroy our own belief in the electoral system. Now, our electoral system is far from fair. It's very far from fair. The Electoral College doesn't really make any sense. And ironically, the folks that would like to dismantle democracy, and yes, we are a democracy. Yes, we are. A constitutional republic is what? There's all different kinds of democracy. It means, do the people exert their will over do they pick their leaders? Do you get to pick your leaders and also throw them out of office? Trump wants you to give that up. And it might feel like a good thing right now, but what if the tables were turned? What if we took power and then just declared your elections invalid or your votes invalid or just took away your drop boxes? Can you imagine? Oh, I don't like the way elections are going. I'm just going to take a drop. Hey, Jim, I've got an idea. What's that? Let's take away the drop boxes. Holy shit. Don't give up on democracy. We can just call it constitutional republicanism if that makes you happy. The word democracy, don't fight over it. It means a lot of things. Up in Canada, they still have a queen, apparently, or so I'm told. But she doesn't really do anything, I don't think. Okay, I don't know if guys can hear that confernal beeping outside my studio, but the power company has decided to back the truck up endlessly. Could you please park, sir? I'm trying to have a television show. We're also live on Q109 out of Walla Walla, Washington. This is Truth Bomb Memes. We're talking about men who cheat at elections today. And surprisingly, no, it's not about the former president. We have 0 viewers, ladies and gentlemen, and once in a while we get 1 viewer. But what I want to point out, what I would like to say in my own defense is I'm just going to let this show happen as it happens. I'm not trying to tell my friends about it. And at some point, I might just, plunk down $5,000 to have YouTube promote it for me. What do you think, Dr. Freud?
Oh, this very, very good idea.
Well, thank you. I mean, it's basically an investment in myself, Well, that's very true. But since you are also very crazy, you do very good. You do very good on YouTubes. Oh, well, thank you. I am crazy. I've always been crazy. Are you crazy too? I'm still setting up my studio, so bear with me. Here's the butterflies. I don't think you can. Oh, there. You can kind of see the butterfly. I need to get the butterfly in the shot, Jim. Don't give up on democracy. This is Truth Bomb Memes. Give us a call. Well, this is a kind of a nice setup. You can see the weird head off to the left. And then I can exit stage right. Like I'm going somewhere. Woohoo! I'm heading out, people. See you later. Actually, I think I will check my mail real quick. It's right outside. Ooh, I got mail. You've got mail. So right before I came on the air, I was talking for about 30 minutes about these Michigan GOP Republican primary contenders. Actually, they're not primary contenders yet. They are... Oh, my mail sucks. Mutual of Omaha. Come on. Unless you pay me to do a promotional spot, people. I'm not reading your junk mail. I've had it with junk mail. If I run for president, hey, America, hey, listen, if I run for America, I'm outlawing junk mail. How's that for populism? Except for like Cub Scout, Girl Scout troops that need the junk mail to do crafts. Y'all can still get your junk mail. It is hereby decreed. So these GOP fellas, way up there in Michigan, I should say way over there. Sometimes I think I'm still back in Kansas City, Mo. More specifically, Grandview, Mo. Back in old Grandview. You would have to go up to Michigan, but now we're out in Walla Walla, Washington. You just go straight east, baby. These fellas up in Michigan, one woman, 5 fellas, they were cheating at their signature gathering. You have to gather 15,000 signatures, I believe, to get on the primary ballot, which was their intended goal. Well, 5 of them apparently got legit enough signatures. There's always error, there's always mistakes, there's always unexplained randomness and glitches. But 5 of the 10 had so many invalid signatures that the Bureau of Elections was like, come on, people. You can't have that many erroneous signatures. Let me show you what I mean here. And I want to give full credit where credit is due. Mlive, as far as I know, broke the article. Broke the story, I should say. Hey, look, we've been on the air for 8 minutes, 35 seconds. Or no, that's average view duration. How about that? Oh, I forgot to say hi to Tucker. I like to check in with Tucker. I call him Little Tuck Tuck. He's helping to destroy voting rights for black people. That's what Fox News is apparently in the business of doing now. At least it's all out in the open. Let's see. Don't go there. There they are. Okay, there's my guy. I love his suit. That's Perry Johnson. In an effort. Look at old Perry, man. He's looking good, isn't he? Perry. Let me turn off. You're not getting to see him as... Oh, yeah, I know what I need to do. That's Perry in the Star Chamber there. Michigan GOP primary wannabes. Perry's the only one identified in this photo, so I don't know who those other fellows are, but there are at least 4 other fellows whose signatures stunk like rotten fish, people. You want some stinky signatures? You come to Perry right there. He's got his powder blue suit. He's ready to tell you how it's better to keep women in barefoot and pregnant. That's what Perry's going to tell you. I'm just making that shit up, but I don't know. Come on now. Perry does not believe women should have bodily autonomy. I'm just guessing. It's just an educated guess, people. Maybe I'm wrong. If I am wrong and he supports a woman having the right to control her own freaking body, then I'll apologize to him. I really will. But for now, I digress. 5 of the 10 Republican candidates for governor don't have enough valid signatures to make the ballot, according to the Michigan Bureau of Elections. This was put out in MLive. Covers, I think, all of Michigan now. Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much. I thought it used to just be West Michigan, but no. So here you go, people. Go away, you. Why won't that go away? There it goes. 5 GOP governor candidates should be disqualified for faulty paperwork, the state says. Here's the hitch. I'll skip ahead, and we'll get to the awards. The Michigan Board of Canvassers gets to decide whether the rules are enforced or not. And there's 2 Republicans and 1 Democrat. So probably at least 2 or 3 of these boys are going to be let off because they got the canvas board has been stacked in Republican favor. I'm not saying it's illegal. I'm just saying unlikely that they're going to prosecute all these 5 fellers right here. So here they are, 6 candidates in question. See, I thought it said 5. Now we got 6. They're multiplying. I think the 6th is that top guy. Tudor only had under 200 invalid. I don't think they're going to throw somebody out for that. That does seem a little bit high. I think they expect more like 1%. Let's see, 10% would be 2,900. So 1% would be 290. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what the parameters are, but Perry Johnson, ladies and gentlemen. Let's hear it for Perry Johnson. Perry Johnson, you have won the invalid signature contest. Now, it doesn't mean you're number 1 because you got some stiff competition. Perry got 13,800 valid signatures, just shy of the 15,000 needed. But he had 9,393 invalid signatures. And I think I did the math on this earlier, and it was around 68%, but somebody can check my math. Also, give us a call if you want to talk. I probably should open my my voice if I want to let you call. Right? Let's open voice. And then that, nope, not quite yet. Almost. Let's make sure it's on. Let's make sure voice is activated. Are you activated, computer?
Hey, this is Spoonshine Fishing Copter. I just kiss your ball. Well, you know. And I just want to thank you.
You're welcome.
A lot of people don't really listen to me. You know, I appreciate you listening to me and playing that there Gen Star beat cult.
Well, you know, sir, it was
your radio program.
You're very welcome, Mr. Finster Copter. We appreciate you listening, and we hope other people will call in today and talk to us, and we'll listen to them too. I'm sorry, people. What did you say? People don't really listen to you? Something like that?
People don't really listen to me.
Oh, see, that's kind of sad.
People don't really listen to me.
Oh, I see. I got you. That is sad, Mr. Finster Copter. We hope you have a good day. Thanks for calling in. The phone lines are up. the 10th caller gets to tell me a joke. That's what you win if you're the 10th caller. And just so you know, we record every phone call. And if you call with a blocked number, we won't answer. So don't call with a blocked number, people.
That's right.
Nobody likes a blocked number.
That's right.
All right, so Perry, as I look further, I forgot. I thought Perry was number 1, but he's like in 3rd or 4th place.
That's right.
James Craig. These are all Michigan GOP primary wannabes, but they were cheating on their ballots. And it gets even more interesting than them cheating.
Yeah.
So James Craig, 10,192, 11,113 invalid signatures. So he actually got more invalid than valid. At least Perry kept the number of valid signatures higher than the invalid. But then here along comes Michael Brown, 7,091.
Come on.
Valid to 13,000 invalid. Michael.
That's right.
But another Michael
That's right.
blasts ahead to the first place
Yeah.
podium. Michael Markey Jr.
Come on. That's right.
4,430 valid signatures. 17,000.
Yeah.
374 invalid signatures. We have a winner, ladies and gentlemen. It is Michael Markey Jr. Way to go, Michael. Way to go.
That's right.
Excuse me. Got a little tickle in my throat. Donna did poorly as well. We'd have to run the percentages here. It looks like Michael Markey is in first place for sure. He had the highest percentage of invalid signatures. Looks like maybe Michael Brown is second, almost double. Donna and Michael are close.
Yeah. That's right.
And
Yeah. Come on.
James Craig, he's a distant fourth. Perry looks like fifth place, if I did my math correctly. But Perry, I want you to know, we will think of you
Yeah. Come on.
and your powder blue suit
That's right.
when we start asking ourselves,
Yeah. That's right. Yeah.
is MAGA
That's right.
just a way of opening the door for Christian theocracy,
Come on.
where we all have to believe the way Perry does? Is that what MAGA really is about? Because it's starting to seem that way. It's starting to seem like it's mainly about taking away, well, for sure, women's rights, especially bodily autonomy rights. And, you know, this is, people get mad at me for saying this,
Come on.
but this is where Donald Trump is a genius.
Yeah.
We have to recognize him for the genius that he is. He saw the festering wound
Come on. Yeah.
of
That's right.
racism, 400 years of racism.
Yeah.
He saw it,
Yeah.
and he put his fingers right on the pulse, and he listened.
Yeah. That's right.
He put his
Come on.
scheming little rich boy head down to the ground,
That's
and he
right.
listened.
Yeah. Come on. That's right. Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah. Yeah. Come on. That's right.
Uh-huh.
That's right.
He listened,
Yeah. That's right. Yeah. Come on.
and he figured out there was enough grievance down there.
right.
It was like a deep well of grievance.
Yeah.
He figured out, if I tap into that, right?
Come on. That's
If
right.
I tap into that grievance,
Right.
I can,
Yeah.
especially if I can supply them with a scapegoat,
right.
because that's how it always works. You got to have a scapegoat, people. If you're going to run the game, it's the same game, people.
That's right.
It's Hitler's game. It's Stalin's game. It was Mao's game. Any
right.
dictator.
Yeah. Come on.
Forget about socialism, capitalism, whatever. What we're really talking, throw all those words away.
Come on. That's right.
Do you follow the law or not?
Yeah. Yeah. Come
That's what we're talking
That's
about.
right.
And Trump figured it out. And he said, I'm not going to follow the law. You know why? Because Trump
Yeah,
never had to
that's
follow the
right.
law.
Yeah.
He was born a
Come
rich
on.
kid. You know this, people.
That's right. Yeah.
Sorry, Chris Tucker. I stole your
Yeah.
thing there.
Come on.
I used
That's
it in
right.
good faith, though, I promise. I'm using it in good faith.
Yeah. Come on.
It's hard not to
Yeah.
steal from comedians, isn't it?
That's right.
Especially if they're really good.
Yeah.
It just gets in your head, you know what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
So Trump listened. He got down there, put his ear on the railroad track. They used to say you could hear a train coming if you put your ear on it. I think it's bullshit. But maybe a stethoscope would work.
Yeah. That's right.
He heard the grievance, he heard the rumblings, he heard the panic. Some white people panicked when Barack Obama got elected.
Uh-huh. Yeah. Come on.
I mean, there were other things happening too, but I think a lot of it was I think Trump's a backlash to Obama because it scared enough white people into thinking that somehow black people are out to get them, or that they're the boogeyman, or the Hispanics. So Trump settled on the people at the southern border because he can use words like invasion, right? You got to get those loaded words in there if you want to dehumanize people that are just trying to escape for self-preservation purposes.
Uh-huh. That's right.
You got to dehumanize them if you want to scare the white folks, which is what Trump's whole thing was. Oh, there's an invasion at the southern border.
That's right.
No, there's not.
Yeah. Come on.
There are a lot of people migrating for a lot of reasons. And yes, some of them are crossing illegally. That doesn't mean you traumatize their families on purpose,
That's right.
which is what he did. But that's another matter. Right now, what I'm saying,
Yeah.
he knew the nerve to hit. So he came down the escalator and he said, all right, I know these people are pissed. Now I'm going to tell them who to be pissed off at.
Yeah.
Liberals
Come on.
and Mexicans. That was kind of his main message, right? He switched to Muslims pretty shortly after Mexicans
Yeah.
because he figured, why not,
That's
right?
right.
If I'm gonna use Mexicans as a scapegoat
That's right.
and sort of covertly using black people as a scapegoat,
right.
not always covertly, but he didn't come right out and say it with black people.
That's right. Yeah. Come on.
It's interesting to me that,
That's right.
well, he did say shithole country, so yeah, we'll come back to that. Point is this: he said, "I got you. You've been fucked over," and they have been. People have been fucked over, not just Trump's people.
That's right.
You know who gets fucked over? Poor people. That's who gets fucked over. But Trump knew there were enough poor white people who were struggling that if he provided them with
Yeah.
a scapegoat,
Yeah.
because that's how the game works. It's not a very complicated game, but it takes a certain type of charm.
Come on.
And I'm loath to admit that Trump has charm, but I can see by the enthrallment
Yeah.
that he has captured some people. A whole bunch of them. But the trick is he came down the escalator and he was like,
Come on.
it's the Mexicans, rapists and murderers,
Yeah.
Oh,
That's right.
okay.
Yeah. Come on.
Oh, and they're not sending their best people.
Yeah.
Now, I would argue the exact opposite. I would argue that immigrants make great Americans. They make great Americans. You know why? Because they're smart.
Yeah. That's right.
If you can't survive in your country and you sneak your whole family over the border, maybe one at a time.
Yeah.
A friend of mine once showed me where he snuck across the border. That's right, I'm friends with somebody that snuck across the border, but guess what? He went legit. He
Yeah.
took the test. He got married. He did all the stuff you're supposed to do.
That's right.
You don't have to get married, but he just ran across the freeway.
That's right.
Looked like it was just in the middle of town. I was like, so that's Mexico and that's the U.S.? He's like, yeah, I just ran over here, and then I just
Yeah. Come on.
never came back. That's the hard part for folks that run across the border, is that
Yeah.
because we've gotten so freaked out, they're sort of trapped here. And then if something happens to their family, they can't go home, which is really kind of cruel.
Yeah. Come
But my point is that Trump figured this out. He threw out a scapegoat. It worked. It galvanized people. Now remember, this is a kid who was born a millionaire.
That's right.
Literally. His father,
Yeah.
if you count his father's money as his, which it eventually became, they may have even stolen from their father, which is kind of funny.
Come on.
Den of vipers, man.
That's right.
Ooh, I'm hearing something that sounds like a phone ringing. Was that Google Voice? I don't think it was. Are you trying to call me? No, nobody on the Google Voice just yet.
Come on.
So listen, he is a genius. Trump is a genius. It takes a special kind of brain
Yeah. Come on.
to realize how exploitable
Yeah. Yeah. Come on.
the crowd that you're aiming at is, like to sense that. He has an instinct that is second to none.
Come on. Uh-huh.
And that's a good thing, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Uh-huh.
He knew how to get in there.
Come on. That's
I'm not saying it's a good thing that he did it. He's a horrible person, and he should spend the rest of his life in
Come on.
federal prison.
Yeah. Uh-huh. That's right. Right.
But just for crimes against humanity, he should be turned over right now.
Yeah.
You don't intentionally traumatize children, you fuckhead. But hey, sorry.
That's right. Yeah.
He's a genius.
Come on. Uh-huh.
He's also
That's right.
a fuckhead,
Yeah.
right? You
That's
get
right.
me?
Yeah. Come on. That's right.
He read the cards, man. He read the tea leaves.
Yeah.
That takes a kind of emotional
Yeah.
intelligence
Come on.
mixed
That's right.
with
That's right.
jackal-like instincts
on.
to just devour.
That's right.
He has no concern about anything but
Uh-huh. Yeah.
more of
Come on.
that,
That's
right?
right.
Like Mr. Burns said on The Simpsons
Right. Yeah. Come on.
when
Yeah.
Smithers was
That's right.
questioning his need for yet another, big real estate purchase.
Yeah.
He's like, well, you didn't get this one.
That's right.
You're still the richest man in the world. And Mr. Burns says,
Yeah.
and I'd
That's
trade
right.
it all for a little more.
Come on.
That's Donald Trump. Too much is never enough.
Yeah. That's right.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Come on. That's right.
Let's say hi to our studio audience, and then we got to pay some bills, and then
Yeah.
I'll finish my story
That's right.
about
That's right.
the 5
Yeah,
GOP
that's right. Yeah.
Congress people, because there's one more thread on this story, but I'm not going to tell you yet, because first you got to say hi to Dr. Freud.
Yeah. Come on.
Hello,
That's right.
everybody. It's so nice you come to the crazy programs.
Yeah.
The
Come on.
crazier he makes,
Yeah. Uh-huh.
the crazier
right.
he becomes more famous, is what I was trying to say.
That's right.
Well, thank you, Dr.
That's right.
Freud. I appreciate you having your friends here today.
Yeah.
I see
Yeah.
some of your friends can be wound up, literally. Oh, yes,
Yeah. That's right.
very correct.
Yeah.
You
Come
was,
on. That's right.
yes, that's a good choice.
Yeah. Yeah. Uh-huh. Yeah. Come on. That's right. That's right. Yeah. That's right. Yeah. Come on.
This is,
That's right.
this is my friend.
Yeah.
He's not my pet.
Yeah.
He's nobody's
Come on.
pet. He's
That's right.
Mr. Wigs-a-lot.
Right.
Senior
Yeah.
Wigs-a-lot.
Come on. Yeah.
He likes to shake his
That's right.
tushy. That's very nice, Dr. Freud.
Yeah,
Thank you.
that's right.
Nice to meet you,
Yeah.
Mr. Is it Wigs-a-lot?
That's right.
Is that Wigs with a W? Yes, W's.
That's right.
Wigs.
Yeah.
Wigs-a-lot.
Uh-huh.
Well,
Yeah.
Dr. Freud,
right.
what do you think
Yeah. Come on.
about these people
Yeah.
who are cheating? What do you think about these people? I'm going to add a little air traffic control in here. This is Juneau, Alaska on the air traffic control live. Sometimes it makes the YouTube robots think that I'm a spoof signal, and they try to shut me down. But I think today we're going to be okay, people, because I'm running my mouth like I do. Yeah, this is Juneau International Airport, call letters PAJN, Anchorage Center. It's not super active right now, but they're usually pretty busy. We'll probably hear from them in a few. What were we saying, Dr. Freud? Oh, these cheating GOP primary candidates in Michigan that got caught cheating. They're questioning 6 of them, but 5 of them look really bad to me. What do you think? I suspect it's just the lust for power and the feeling like Donald Trump behaved in many ways as if he was above the law. So these people are like, well, he did it, we can do it too. And they all use the same playbook. Find a scapegoat, blame the liberals, blame the scapegoat. The unspoken scapegoat in the election fraud is black people. They just want you to think black people stole the election. So, Dr. Freud, I'm sorry, I was asking you a question. What do you think of these fellas that were cheating in the election? Well, it's very interesting.
these are boys who do not know how to share the power. They just don't know how to let go of power. And of course, it's all rooted in primal fear. This is what they think the replacement theory is retribution. And they know that they have treated people cruelly with bad intentions in very non-Christian ways, I might add. Well, that's a good point. So these boys, they look for power through the assistance of the bad daddy. Baddie daddy is going to help them, and they will please bad dad by, I think I know what you mean, like if they can get Donald Trump on their side, it's sort of a almost, well, let's say not guaranteed, because that's proven to be wrong. That's another story, though. But let's say they are, oops, sorry, I lost my train of thought because I'm busy running the control board. There's the airplanes. So these guys can almost count on winning if they get a Trump endorsement. So, of course, they're going to try to do Trump's bidding. And Trump wants them to be MAGA. And MAGA has come to mean, really, white nationalism blended with Christian theocracy. Definitely a rollback of rights for women, which will never work. Because if you actually start trying to roll back rights of women, this place is going to explode. I'm not saying one way or another. I'm just going to say it will fucking explode. And it kind of already has. Do you guys feel that way? I kind of feel like we're already in some sort of situation, right? Yes, I believe you're correct. And these boys, if they feel like the black man is getting on equal footing, then they have the paranoia. Oh, that's a good point. And the fear of retributions or being humiliated by black men makes the panic go haywire. And then the next thing you know, you're cheating at elections, right? The next thing you know, yeah, that's right. Yeah, you're cheating at elections. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's right. That's right. So there you go. Yeah, Perry Johnson. Yeah, come on. The best suit. The best powder blue suit I've seen in a long time, except, he kind of missed one. He missed one thing that he needed here. Yeah. Perry Johnson. Yeah. Come on. Let's get him well centered. Get all his friends in there. Yep. That's real nice. Yeah. Come on. That's right. How do you feel with Lady Liberty staring you down there, Perry? Yeah. Feeling good? Feeling good about cheating? Perry had 9,000 plus invalid signatures. That's right. But the Board of Canvassers is made up of 2 Republicans and 1 Democrat, I believe. So we'll see if they hold Perry, because Perry does not have enough signatures. He should not be in the primary. Yeah. Come on. That's right. Don't worry. There are 5 more Republican people in the primary, so there's plenty. Plenty. Yeah, that's right. I forgot what office they're running for. Oh, candidates for governor. Sorry. Yeah. I just don't know any of these people. I'm surprised they're running for governor. That's right. It looks like some kind of mosh pit situation. Come on. Yeah. Those are the other 5. And their percentages. You can read this article on mlive.com. It's from May 5th.
of this year, 2022. What else? Let's give kudos to the writer. Who is the writer? Updated, published. Always look for a writer. A little bit of information democracy. Always look for the writer, because here's the thing. There are writers that you can verify who they are and where they've been and where they worked. Taylor Desormeaux. Taylor works for MLive. A lot of people, Donald Trump was very good. This is part of his genius. He was very good at making people believe that any bad news for him was fake news. Like, he just decided that he could say what the facts are, and it kind of worked. Because a lot of y'all don't know how to tell the difference between real news and fake news. And the truth of the matter is, it's not that easy anymore. It used to be easy. But then Mark Zuckerberg came along and figured out how to make money from a bunch of disturbed psychopaths sharing false information online. Now, I know a lot of you love Facebook, and I just used it today. But the point is, it's a sewer, and it's poisoning society. It's going to kill us all someday if we don't get better control of it. Mark Zuckerberg has to be civilly liable for what is published on his publication app. He's a publisher. He needs to be held accountable. People are dying because of his nonsense. But one way you can try to figure out what's real news is, first of all, read it. Don't just listen to some idiot on social media like me. Go read your news and then look up the journalist. Read about the journalist. Taylor Desormeaux is a data reporter for MLive. He's been with the company since 2016, tackling statewide economy beat and covering local government. All right. You can follow him on Twitter right there. For all practical purposes, we could I'm not saying go to his house, but you can pretty much see this is a real guy. And if you thought he was some kind of fake reporter, you could probably turn it up. I mean, if he was actually, I don't know, being paid by someone, you could probably figure it out. But it looks like he's a legitimate reporter that works for this MLive.com, which is, I don't know. I have mixed feelings about MLive. Not sure how unbiased it is, but we'll see. So that's one. The other thing, that's just one source. Let's see what other articles he's written. I'm not going to do that now, but these are suggestions. Read your news and then read about the person who wrote your news. Because you know what some websites do? They put up what looks like a local newspaper kind of thing, kind of like MLive here. They'll put something up like that, and they'll have fake names. And if you dig into it, it's not very often it's not that hard to do. You can find out that those are not real people. So MLive, pretty well known in Michigan. We know it's a real journalistic. I'm not trying to run ads here. If Facebook robots, if you're watching, I'm not trying to run ads here. I'm just trying to show Mr. Perry Johnson and his dirty, rotten, cheating, fake signature getting friends. And we're going to play some beats up in here on Truth Bomb Memes. I want to remind everybody we are sponsored by Kick Ass Yard Signs. Sigmund Freud is here today. Thank you very much. Thank you for being here, Freud. You're wonderful. Give us a call. Check us out. We're talking about Perry Johnson and his buddies getting fake signatures. Poor Perry. I keep saying his name. It's not like it's going to hurt him. Well, maybe it'll hurt him. I don't know. We have exactly 0 viewers, so it's probably not going to hurt him. Give us a call on the Google voice machine, 509-676-6032. This is Truth Bomb Memes, live on Q109 out of Walla Walla, Washington, people. Call today. Operators are standing by. This is Truth Bomb Memes, people. That's the topic for the previous show. I try to do 2 shows a week. Sometimes I do more, sometimes less. We talked about the value of mental health cops in the previous episode. So follow us on YouTube,
Truth bomb memes. I'll show you what our logo looks like. If I can find it. There's Sigmund Freud. He's fronting. He knows what's going on. There's our logo in small. Let me see if I can get our logo in the big style. There we go. Coming through now. Truth Bomb Memes. We're sponsored by Kick-Ass Yard Signs. Your one-stop shop for all your yard sign needs. Can I tell you a secret? Sorry about that. Hot mic, baby. That mic was too hot. Oh, we are over an hour, so I'm going to get off the air. But before we go, Kick-Ass Yard Signs. Type that into your Google machine, .com, kickassyardsigns.com. You can buy yourself not just yard signs. You can buy yourself all kinds of cool swag. Some people call it merch. I prefer to call it swag. Kick-Ass Yard Signs. You can get a t-shirt that says Science Matters, pink and blue background. You can get a Walk More, Drive Less jersey, girls and boys, and everyone in between. Black Lives Matter, bumper stickers. I think we've got a yard sign on the Black Lives Matter too. Kick-Ass Yard Signs is generally going to offer you a yard sign. Some of them don't have yard signs for various reasons, but there's a chance. Now this is my own personal design for this sign. I think it's pretty nice. Just a little different look, different feel. I wanted to kind of stretch the image a little bit. Vote, vote, vote. My personal favorite: t-shirts, bumper stickers, yard signs. Immigrants do make great Americans. That was kind of the subplot of today's show. I called the show Either We Have the Rule of Law or We Don't. So these Michigan GOP primary wannabe candidates need to be held to the rule of law. So if you're listening to me, Board of Canvassers in Michigan, do your job. Don't let people run for office who didn't get the required signatures, especially if they got caught cheating, like Perry Johnson, baby. Like Perry Johnson. Don't let them run if they're going to cheat. Here's the article. It's in the YouTube page. And I just want to remind y'all, a constitutional republic is a form of democracy. You dig? There's a lot of people out there trying to say that we're not a democracy, and they think democracy is only pure democracy. But nobody practices pure democracy, or at least very few practice pure democracy. Oh, that was supposed to have delay on it. Pure democracy. We're a constitutional republic. There are a whole bunch of different kinds. Mexico's got one. Canada's got one. Canada's a democracy, but they got a queen. Figure that shit out, huh? It's true. Hey, man, don't look at me like that. We need more mental health cops. We can choose how we evolve. We don't have to kill each other in wars, endless wars. You'll never end abortion. It'll never end. If you really, by making it illegal, it'll never end that way. It'll just be more dangerous. If you really want to get rid of abortion, then let's start a national program to get boys snipped at an early age. We can save their sperm in the cryogenic freezer, and then when they're ready for babies, you can break it out and thaw out the boys and let them loose. Facebook's a lie machine. It will kill all of us if we let it, because Mark Zuckerberg, Sheryl Sandberg are not being held civilly liable for the hate crimes that they are causing around the world. Around the world. Facebook is a lie machine.
Biden actually won. Yep, it's true. Donald Trump can't stand it because he's born a rich boy and he never had to follow the rules ever. So he can't accept it. He's humiliated. He'll do anything to deny that he lost, including overthrow our constitutional rules and laws. Steve Bannon said it well. He's a peculiar genius himself. You got to flood the zone with bullshit. And I offer to you the antidote to Steve Bannon's approach, which by and large works very well. Counterspeech is the antidote to flooding the zone with BS. You speak the truth and you stay out of ridiculous arguments and you keep pushing the truth. All rights have limitations. I have a right to carry a gun and I value that right. I'll never give it up. And nobody in this country is going to give up their right to carry guns. Just like abortion, they're never going to give up abortion. So you got to come to terms with the fact that we need some rules about how you carry those guns. Do I get a bazooka? Can I have a bazooka? Well, I have a right to bear arms. A bazooka, I mean, if that's not an arm, I don't know what is. There have to be some reasonable limits to all things. Incitement to violence is not protected speech, Mr. Trump. Yes, we know you included the word peaceful. I'm sure we're going to go to the Capitol and protest peacefully. Yeah, but you also said fight like hell, or you won't have a country anymore. You lit those people on fire. Some of them died. Officer Ryan Sicknick died. Nobody quite knows how, but it was right after being in brutal hand-to-hand combat with Trump's supporters, many of whom I believe were there with honest intentions of taking their country back because they believed the lie. I don't know how many of them were just sociopaths who knew it was a lie and how many believed it, but a lot of them believed it. That doesn't mean you're not responsible for your actions, though. If you hit a police officer in the head with a pole, you're going to get charged. And you all say Blue Lives Matter. Come on. Come on. The GOP just keeps crimin. Read about it in MLive. Wonderful article by a person that we presume is a real person. Taylor Desormeaux. And Taylor had one last surprise for us. This one's for Rachel Maddow or Lawrence O'Donnell or one of those people that can run with this. Probably you can do this better than I can. What's the last gem before I let you go? Oh, here we go. Many of the faulty petitions came from the same 36 circulators. So I've been a circulator. You walk around with petitions. You ask people to sign it. Some people say yes. Some people say no. Some people tell you to fuck off. But 36 people came up with 68,000 invalid signatures. And you know what I say? I say they got paid for that. I say this is all speculation, wild speculation on my part. But I bet you're going to find out they got paid to do it in a certain amount of time. And they probably said, hey, if you want us to do it that fast, you got to give us extra money. And so then it was a wink, wink, nod, nod. James Craig bought himself about 11,000 invalid signatures. Perry only bought 93. They probably said, we can give you 10,000 signatures. I bet it was $1 a signature, maybe more. Probably $100,000. They said, we'll get you enough signatures to get you on the ballot. And these fellas all went in. 10 different candidates had these circulators, so I think they all put in $10,000 and they got their signatures. But poor old Michael. Sorry, Michael Markey Jr., man. 17,374 invalid signatures. Brother, you didn't even try. I wonder which one of those guys is him. Probably the guy with his eyes closed. I'm just guessing. This is all just opinion, people. This is me ranting and raving, playing some beats. That's what we do. That's what you do when you're 57 and you're a psychologist and you are disturbed at the decaying rule of law around you. Let's thank Mr. Johnson and his friends. They could not look more like the villains in A Handmaid's Tale. I mean, come on. They got the big red curtain. And what is this? I can't make this out. Is that just the Republican symbol? It looks like somebody holding up boxing gloves. Oh, there it is, somebody with holding boxing gloves. What is that? And why is Mr. Perry Johnson giving me the stink eye? That's what I really want to know. Perry, why are you giving me the stink eye?
Eyes can test your advice. He's giving the stink eyes.
Oh, go ahead, Dr. Freud.
He's giving the stink eyes because he has justified in his own mind the white-hot hatred that he feels from his fear of racial integration. It scares him so badly he doesn't even really know why. Or he's not scared at all and he just likes hurting people. Some people just likes hurting people.
That's Truth Bomb memes for you for today. I gotta go. I got chores to do. I gotta mow my damn grass, people. I got to mow my damn grass. Thanks for joining us. Don't let politicians cheat, regardless of party. And yes, if these guys are Democrats and they got caught cheating so blatantly, I mean, come on. 4,000 valid signatures and 17,000 invalid? Come on. Not you, Perry. You only cheated a little bit. Well, you cheated a lot, but not near as much as 2 or 3 of your buddies there. Don't give up your rights. Rights for women are rights for all humans. If women are stripped of their bodily autonomy, they will next come for the gay people. That's what Christian theocracy is. Theocracy, another word. Throw it out. It's all about one group of people getting to dictate and imprison another group of people instead of everybody having an equal say. One person, one vote at Truth Bomb Memes. This is not the way forward. Perry Johnson is not the way forward. And what the fuck is that thing? I kind of like the cartoon look, but associated with this guy is creepy. Thanks for the good reporting out of MLive. Subscribe, like and subscribe to Truth Bomb Memes and MLive. Follow Taylor Desormo. And yeah, Truth Bomb Memes. Like and subscribe. We're on Twitter. We are on what's that other one? There's another one. TikTok. That's the other one. All right, people. Let's get on out of here. Their old Tuck Tuck. He's the new voice of the KKK right there. Tucker Carlson. Oh, I'm kidding. I'm just kidding. But he does try very hard to scare white people into being afraid of black people, and it's all a bunch of nonsense. You know what I say? I say we get all of our children together, because children are not naturally racist, and we let them play on the same playgrounds. We get all the different colors, all the babies out there playing, and they have to grow up together, and they get to know each other as people. But that takes structural change, people. Truth Bomb Memes, sponsored by Kick-Ass Yard Signs. KickAssYardSigns.com, your one shop. Your one-stop shop for yard signs and yard sign accessories. See you next time.